I don't think this intro is working.
3, 2, 1, bro.
What's up, everybody? My name is Nick Murphy. I'm one half of the Brothers Murph, and this is Metagame Minute. Metagame Minute is a twice-weekly segment where Mike and I talk about anything we want to talk about in the gaming ass world. This week, I want to talk about a bit of a pet peeve. So it's definitely a pet peeve, but it's companies skimping on component quality. But I'm not talking about the pet peeve as like a whole. Like, I don't like it when companies skimp on component quality. I think we can all agree on that, and I don't think we need to go down that road. We've been down there before. But I'm curious of what is the thing that annoys you the most when companies skimp on that specific component? Could it be like really low quality cars that aren't like linen finish and stuff like that? Could it be when they use cardboard instead of wood, or plastic instead of wood, or whatever? Could it be discs instead of minis? Could it be really low quality minis that get all bent out of shape, and so you have to put them in hot water to like mold them back into place? Could it be really thin cardboard? Could it be something like a player mat that is paper instead of like a cardstock? Could it be any of those things? So what I really want to know is, what is the corner that publishers a lot of times decide to cut that annoys you the most? Because mine is a little bit interesting, because it actually has nothing to do with the game. Nothing to do with the gameplay. It has nothing to do with inside the box. It's actually the box itself. That's right, it's the box. I really hate low quality cardboard boxes. It really bugs me. One, because of actually, they're harder to stack. They don't stay together nearly as well. And then if you're stacking them on top of each other, they get damaged a lot easier. And that's a really practical reason to be annoyed by it. And that is the main thing. It's like they just get damaged easier. They rip a lot easier. The corners where the corner meets, a lot of times that rips, so they start flapping open like that. No one likes that at all. Me especially. I really hate that. But also, it's just like, to me, I'm like, that's like the cover of your book, man. Like, make that part nice. It seems so much more logical to make the outside look nice than the inside, at least in terms of trying to get people to buy your stuff. Because, like, it just drives me crazy when a box is just, like, super, like, flimsy and just, like, really thin, to the point where it's almost like more of a thick cardstock than it is cardboard. I'm like, yo, like, these get beat up. I need something hardy. There's a couple companies that always make really good box. Some companies, or just in general, that boxes are kind of like just middle of the road, and there's some boxes that are terrible. We're going to go through one of each right now. A good example of always amazing boxes is Stonemaier Games. This is a Scythe expansion called Invaders from Afar. We kept it because we like the art, but also because the box is so nice. This cardboard is thick. I mean, thick and just, I mean, these things are so sturdy. It's like they're like a tank. I would expect through a nuclear blast that Stonemaier boxes would get through just fine. They're really sturdy. And one of the reasons why we still have this one, and we still have our Tuscany box right here, is because the boxes are so big and thick. I honestly feel bad throwing them away. I'm like, man, this is a really nice box, and I don't want to throw that away. So Stonemaier always has insanely nice boxes, and I'm not talking about the art at all. I'm just talking about the thickness. The box structure is always so good. Stonemaier knocks the box out of the park. Now let's see, like, kind of like a mid-level one, and this is where, let's be honest, most of them are. So this is a mid-level one, and like I said, this is where most boxes fall under. There's not that many boxes that really are absolutely terrible. And Scrap Prodigals Club. It's a nice box, you know, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with its thickness. It's good. It's, you know, it's nice. It's not flopping around or anything like that. Again, it's not the thickest thing in the world. Over time, it will break down, and that's totally okay. But, you know, when I hold the whole thing together, I'm like, okay. Like, this is a sturdy box. I feel like nothing's going to get hurt in here. I feel like the corners are strong and good. This is great. And this is how most of them are. Most times they're not as thick and strong as Stonemaier. But they're just like this, and that's totally fine. And I'm okay with that. This is totally acceptable. You don't need the highest quality. I just want something quality. So now we're going to move on to a low quality box. And that is the Pursuit of Happiness. Stronghold Games, a lot of times they kind of skimp on their component quality, in my opinion. This box is more or less just cardstock. It is so flimsy and floppy. You can't really tell, but you feel it's just so thin. And it's when I have this whole box together, particularly because this box does not have an insert, it's these heavy components in here are just flopping around. And it's just like, you know, you see that bend right there? That's not a good bend. That's not that good a bend. Like Stonemaier Games boxes don't have that bend. They don't. And when I have this box together here, it feels cheap. It feels like it can't take up any damage at all. I feel like even a little bit, you get a corner of a box into another corner and there's going to be a hole in the front of the Pursuit of Happiness because it's just not that high quality of cardboard, and that bugs me. And then like this is starting to peel off. I'm like, come on, what are you doing? Like this is the cover. This is the cover of your book, of your game. Like this is what is going to grab people. It's just like, make it high quality, because even when it's in the shrink, you pick it up, you instantly can be like, this is a shitty box. And that's unfortunate. So I find it kind of funny that my biggest pet peeve in terms of like cutting corners for companies in terms of component quality is the box. It's not actually anything inside the game. I can take cheaper cards. I can just sleeve them. They're fine. I can take like thin cardboard. Just be careful. I can take just play mats. I can handle it all for the most part. But the thing that irks me the most is a really, really low quality box. And I get it. You know, it's more money to have a higher quality box. But it's like, it's our stuff, and it's going to get damaged quicker. You have to be more careful with them. I can't just like throw the boxes in a big bag and carry them out to game. Now I have to be careful where I put it. And that's kind of annoying to me. So let me know what your biggest annoyance when it comes to publishers cutting corners in terms of component quality, not other things, just component quality. Let me know that down in the comments below, because I'm curious of this. Do you care like I do about box quality? For me, it's a very big deal, and it instantaneously like turns me off when I feel a box and it's just the component quality. I'm just like, oh, you didn't even put effort into this box. Like, I don't know. It's a weird thing for me, and that may be just me, but that's how it is. So be sure to like and share this video. Please subscribe to us if you haven't subscribed to us already. And whether the box is flimsy, and it might as well just be some tissue paper on the outside covering up a bunch of components in a box-like shape. Or the boxes like Stonemaier boxes, which can, you know, a tank could roll over them and it'd be fine. You know, all your minis and stuff inside are just great. Remember, the more meta, the more better.
Now, we all know that Nick is the artist, but I'll bet you I can sketch you right now. And while I'm doing this amazing sketch, check out Restoration Games. They sponsor us, and there's information for where to find their games, not illustrations, down below. And this has gone off the rail. I'm so sorry. You are way more beautiful than that. But go ahead and click over another video. I fail.